Yo everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm playing Sonic Heroes today, because I've kind of wanted to lately, even though I don't like it very much. I've just always been sick of how it controls and stuff. I was not a big fan. So I'm gonna see if I can enjoy it while I'm playing with these mods. So I know I saw a message before the stream. Here, first chat message used in the best way I've ever seen. In 3 days, Garrulous64 will get 1 million subscribers. Think you could stop him? And that's, I assume, the people who are going to stop me is the YouTube heroes. One thing I wanted to bring up when I was testing this, like, I knew this game had a lot of files, you know, so I counted out the files. I was just going all the way to the end. Also didn't realize you could go to the left and just find the maximum of files. Why does this game have 99 save slots? Like, visual novels have that shit. Like, what? Who's gonna play Sonic Heroes 99 times on the same memory card? Is anyone? Oh, for 99 people, in case you live in like a Fallout dungeon or something. You have like an anti-gloss mod on this because I always hated how the characters were really glossy. It didn't really make sense to me. That's one little graphical fix. Right up front, one of my problems with this game is that the 4 stories are very similar, or at least the 3 and then Chaotix are different. They really could have had like Team Dark and then Team Chaotix, and it would have been like a perfectly full game. Playing playing all stages 4 times in a row with all the teams, it's just like there's very minimal changes aside from dialogue. Like by the time you get to Team Dark, let's say if you're doing like Sonic, Rose, Dark, Chaotix, I'm exhausted by this point, and then I have to do Chaotix? Are you kidding me? Like, that shit's unbearable. It's for the story. There's hardly a story in this game. They just fuck around for like 2 hours until Metal Sonic shows up. It could be a Looney Tunes cartoon. You could have it done in 5 minutes. The music in this game, it is very nice. The voice acting in this game, I really wish Tails would stop speaking. But I do have a mod for that, so don't worry. I've actually never used that Shut Up Charmy cheat code thing that they have in the original game where it mutes the characters in-game. And now that I've tried it, I can never go back. But it also feels eerily quiet during levels because there's nobody speaking usually. Yeah, the level fix mod. I've got that as well. It's just a whole different experience, really. Like, it's almost like I feel like there should be more happening. You know, like, I wish there was a mod that made it so they would do voice clips occasionally, instead of not at all, if that makes sense. Like something like Smash Bros, you know, like, they don't make the same sound clip every single time they do an attack, you know, it's only like a chance of it happening. Alright, fine. What was that about Tails' voice? Tails has a horrible voice in this game. And I apologize to the voice actor because the guy was clearly very young. He does not deserve to be held accountable for his decisions, you know, at that point in his life, because it was probably decided by someone else. But what a horrible choice. This is my favorite thing about the character fix mod. The fact that flight characters jump really high, and you can then fly on top of that. To me, that streamlines this gameplay a lot, and it also makes sense. Because, like, I feel like as a flight character, they would be able to jump higher. And it does kind of negate some of the time you would be spending just kind of, like, listening to Tails go... What does he go? He does, like... Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Like... It's infuriating. I know it was an actual child, and again, I don't blame the kid for not being a good voice actor. I blame whoever was like, hey, we're gonna bring in my son to do voice acting. Oh, let's go, we. That's right, he goes, we. Like, he really wants to play a Nintendo console from 2006, but he doesn't get to. You know what's funny? Using these new physics, I actually find myself using Tails a whole lot less. Like, Sonic and Knuckles do a lot, but Tails is definitely on, like, backup, which I think works. It makes some kind of sense, because he's not always all brawn, you know? He's brains. Plus, I still like homing attacking enemies. I've come around a little bit on having Knuckles attack enemies when there are groups of them, but if it's just like 3 or 4 enemies like this right here, this is homing attack, you know? Like, it's gonna take no time at all if I could actually hit them. Homing attack ain't being too homing right now. The idea behind that was to make flight types feel more like Adventure Tails. Power types more like Adventure Knuckles. I can kind of feel that. I don't find too much different with Knuckles aside from this being a lot faster. But yeah, I mean, I'll use him for bosses and stuff for sure, but Sonic is my go-to for a lot of things. Hey, wait, do the thing. I guess he won't fly this time. He doesn't feel like it. Did you also make the Rocket Excel easier to do, by any chance, or is that my imagination? Because I feel like I would never be able to do it correctly when I played the base game. I wish there was a way to turn that into just like a, you know, remove the slide entirely and just let Sonic do the Rocket Excel whenever you press the B button. It might be a little overpowered, but I feel like it would make the game feel a lot faster. Are you the only one who got notification as Sonic Heroes? No, I wrote it like that. That was completely intentional. I have no enthusiasm left in my body, and I'm very tired, so I just wrote that. It was not correct, and I said, you know what, I don't care. People are gonna know what I mean. You don't know what the point of the slide is. Exactly, it's not really a thing that needs to be here, aside from, like, very occasional moments. You want it to make the game feel more open-ended. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that, Alex. And it's funny, because when I was looking to see if there was, a mod that did this, I had forgotten that we had set that up forever ago. And, I found the mod, and I was like, oh shit, this is perfect. And then I saw your name was on it, and I was like, oh, duh. I've tried to use this before. I don't know what happened to my brain. I'm only 26, and I have so little brain function left. I'm just so tired, guys. All the time. Today I actually went out and did things, though. So, I mean, being tired today makes sense. I went out, I was running around in the sun, it was hot as fuck. I was sweating, I'm still sweating, it's still hot in my house. We'll see how it goes. I want to play this for a couple hours. I have to be gone at 7:30, because that's when I've got D&D, so... We'll see how much I get into this game. See, that's cool. I like using the Rocket Excel for something like that. Seaside Hill's also a pretty good stage, honestly. Like, there's not too much wrong with this one. Aww. If that just lasted a little bit longer. Oh, lucky for you, I already have Team Blast. I ran in the sun, because I wanted to go play tennis. I don't know. It was very hot on the sun, though. Ooh. This is one thing I wish was still in here. The team doesn't have a victory quote anymore because of the mod. I don't know if there's any way to, like... I assume it's all or nothing. You can't, like, be selective with these things. But, yeah. Maybe I'll do the hero thing. They go, yes! And then that's it, I think. Rolling can actually be used to speed down slopes faster. Really? That is interesting. I'm gonna have to try that. We're learning all sorts of things about this game today, in the first level. Desert Channel, will I do Dark Story? Probably not today. I don't even know if I want to keep playing this game past this one stream. That's what I'm here to find out. I've just been wanting to play it with these mods to see if I enjoy it more. So far, it's a lot better to control. It's nowhere near as slippery. So, big thanks to Alex for that. I don't know, feels better. Which means, you know, I have this on my Steam Deck as well now, and I'm probably not going to be able to play it because it's going to feel like the original version. And that sucks. There we are. You never minded the game's slipperiness. I did a lot. Even when I was a kid playing this on GameCube, I was not a fan. Like, I had Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Actually, I had Sonic Adventure 1, played Adventure 2 at a friend's house, and liked both of those games a lot. And, this game I had, and I didn't like it. I didn't even know there was a last story, because I never got that far. I think I finished every playthrough except Chaotix, and then I was like, no, this is too much. None of this. Why don't I go up there? That looks fun. Oh. Danger afoot. I see. I gotta remember I've got the Lightspeed Dash. That's something I forget all the time. You can use mods in Steam Deck too. I tried for a while to get Reloaded working and I couldn't do it. I couldn't get Reloaded to work on Steam Deck. I could not get the Sonic Adventure DX mod manager either. I got it onto the Steam Deck and I got it to work, but it was not able to launch the game. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get that to happen. As for Reloaded, I was a lot closer. It just seemed like I needed net framework on it, and I just don't know how to do that on Linux. So I think if I could figure that out, I probably could play the PC version on Steam Deck. But honestly, I spent a long time fiddling with it for a game that I wasn't even sure I was going to enjoy very much. So I don't know what I was doing. I think sometimes I just get hung up on things and I really want to see if I can do them. And I can tell you one thing. I got Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit working on the Steam Deck very quickly and easily, and even transferred my save file over. And it's fucking awesome. Is there a way to use emulators in the Steam Deck? You bet there is. There's this thing called EMU Deck, and it just installs everything for you. It's crazy. I mean, it doesn't give you any files that it's not supposed to give you, like BIOS files. But, like, it gives you basically the entire setup in, like, a click of a few buttons. And then it'll put them in the Steam library so you can launch them from gaming mode. It's so cool. Like, you can add your own custom art to everything. It's probably one of my favorite things about the Steam Deck. How would you download? Well, you can transfer files from your computer to the Steam Deck, but you can also go on the internet browser on the Steam Deck because it has a desktop mode. That's another thing I like about it too. It is very much like a handheld computer. Except it runs Linux, so it is a little bit of a learning thing. Unless you've used Linux before, but it's mostly similar. It just has like some weird differences, and certain things obviously do not run on Linux when they do run on Windows. You'll get it one of these days. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, SRB2 on Steam Deck's really sick. You can get mods on there and everything. Like, that is one of the coolest things, I gotta say. As far as you can recall, you made the chaotic stages less frustrating wherever you could. And the ones where you couldn't, you think you tried to telegraph stuff better. I like that. Let's see. That is much appreciated. Chaotics should be a lot easier then if I do want to continue with this. Steam Deck battery, funny story about that. I got my Steam Deck, like, over a month ago. And I want to do the Rock Excel, please. And what happened was, I checked the battery on it, and it said that it was at 40% health. So not like 40% charge. It's at 40% health. Like, I've had it for 2 years, and, you know, I'm, like, been overcharging it or something. So I had to talk to Valve about it. They made me send it back, and they sent me a new one 20 days later. So they're not very good with speed, but I do have one that functions now, and the battery works pretty well. Like, I'm not playing anything crazy intensive on it yet. I'm just playing, like, Digimon Survive, some Sonic stuff. I'm playing Cult of the Lamb. That just came out. It's a really good game. I've been considering streaming that game, but I don't know if I want to write, like, starting a cult on Twitch in my stream title. But we'll see. But yeah, now that my Steam Deck is a new one, like, they sent me a brand new one, because the old one was busted. The new one works perfectly fine. I haven't had any problems with it. And, yeah, it's just experimenting to see what'll run on it. It's really cool. Does it overheat? It doesn't get very loud. It does get a little hot. But I wouldn't say it gets any hotter than, like, the Switch does. Maybe a little hotter than the Switch, but, like, I don't really notice it making noise because I usually use headphones. But I don't think it's too loud. Like, it's not as loud as a computer. Or, like, a PSP. The PSP is probably louder than the Steam Deck. I couldn't do anything! I was stun locked! I just kept getting hit! What the fuck was that? That wasn't my fault. I like that Eggman's sound clips are in here because he just keeps going, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, that shit's funny. Oh, do not get stun locked again. Rotary! See, the rotary attack's really effective because people do not know how to use rotaries in real life either. Like, just today, right, I was going to Dunkin' Donuts, and I was in the rotary. For those who don't know, a rotary works like this. It's a circular road where you can enter in a variety of places and also exit. And if you are in the rotary, you are supposed to just keep going and then leave. But people who are coming into the rotary are supposed to yield to you. So they're supposed to stop, and then they go after you go by, because you have the right of way. So when I was in the rotary today, this was amazing. I was driving in a circle at about 10 miles an hour, right? Because it's like a town station, town center. And this fucking guy in a big truck pulls out right in front of me and gives me a look like he doesn't understand what I'm doing. And I was like, is this your first day driving, buddy? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he literally almost hit me going, like, 10 miles an hour. Like, you have to be a really bad driver to do something like that. It's so stupid. Some people on the road are just unbelievable.